kindly remove your masks?
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are. Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Emmett? Hades? Oh, it's Emmett! Hades! Hello everyone, it's Carolina's gonna make a job within another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. So the last time we left off, Elpis sacrificed himself to send us to Elpis, and Elpis is a research facility. And my thought about my decision upon the seeking a man Hermes, because there's much we don't know about him. So I would maybe I wouldn't assume the Fandango and Mar are like one and the same people, and if there actually are, the one and the same person, then I will be just blown away, like holy crap. So, anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and just take this best me away, because this is the future me you're talking to, so future guy. So anyways, until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya! You turn living beings into clothing? Just like that? No, not just like that. You need to revert them to consume the ether first. That's when you want to add to a species, to a difference in the etheric balance. Well, to good and good to disguise and educated, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth it down. Fair point, but at least it should spare unwanted attention from casual observers. Damn it! The question of whose? Exploiting our associates' absence? You know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. Well. Interesting. Not what I was go out on, but I don't know if I want to glamour those firsthand, because it would seem it would literally don't know, it doesn't make any sense or anything like that, but as where things stands, but normally it wouldn't be happen to happenstance. Level 86. Should have done my daily roulettes, should I? I probably should have. But that's... I don't know. See one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be visitation. Suppose you say. I say, hi Darlus. Well, I have never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? If that being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. As you know, Emmet and Silk and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can see either quite keenly and from a great distance. With the skill, I can relocate Hermes, but I felt it would be a wasted opportunity. And the man in charge of it. This is much as for your own enjoyment, like as of not, but point taken. If you want to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for Hermes. According to his profile, he has short, dark hair. And so you know, it's because we're at Elpis. Doesn't mean that we don't have our cowls up. A special experimentation due to need to be aware of dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we don't expect that eventuality, it's seemingly. This is all common sense, but I will not assume that you possess any. It's a rare trait to use in search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let's find our man. I was beginning to worry that it was Hydarthrus when he appeared when I was holding the Crystal Asium. When fighting... what was it? Fentenia? Zodiark? I think it was Zodiark. If there's a way to forestall the inevitable, such as the final days, we would. Speaking of, and there we go. Although it's not rather. Bay-winged girl. That's Hermes. That's Hermes?
Ah, you are... Oh!
Huh?
Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait.
Huh?
Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me?
Is she talking to my head?
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
Fun.
May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
Interesting.
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You are of the convocation.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
She looks
Her name is Meteion. It
Meteion.
means shooting star.
Shh. Oh, that's interesting. Shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters.
Go on.
By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder.
Main building.
I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Nemestoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
Huh.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
Emmet?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Neutron created a sky-swimming fish.
Metro. Oh, right.
The ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly. And they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however. Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
You just leave them be?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett, Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Keep it... You know, Emma does not... So there's... Oh, okay. Interesting. So Elpis did warn that any corporal either stayed, but now, thanks to Emmett's ether, just brought me to this, into existence. There it is. Do you need a hand? Ugh. Goodness gracious me. You and her. Trigger name? Someone resonates to the new creation. Hmm. Well, so. I got to wonder, why is Heidelin in the creation? I got to wonder, how come Heidelin was able to detect me? Does she know that I was here? Or something? Alright. Ponder, warned, cherished, welcome. Ironwood weapon coffer. Okay. Is it through here? Hi. I'm a little bit scared. Because I don't know what to expect.
This appears to be the place.
Yeah.
And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins.
Fair enough.
What? Will I have to remove you by force?
I mean, there are reasons I cannot speak freely.
Let's hear them then. These reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
I do not object to her attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps. But I believe she can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
Uh-huh.
So, it's finally happened then.
Aye. Van Daniel has declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor.
But why? I don't get it.
In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes. Like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place. that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty.
So the bigger question comes... their immortality?
Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just... I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteion outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Come on. Well, this is interesting. Sure, why not? Niveron. So this is what it looks like. Yep, that's one thing to learn. from a place far, far away. Interesting. Huh? That's how you're able to talk to me? Telepathy? Is that how you're able to talk to me? Oh. Performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. One is difficult to define. It's a secret. It was there just a few seconds ago. Well. I got to wonder. If I were to bind, I got to wonder if the ancients, if these guys are really human and these guys are really ancients from beyond of their time, then you take Hermes' legs for your own. I promise. Even though we're in a time that is like in the beginning. Let's just put it that way. Oh, they're done with their meeting. Hi, guys. Mm-hmm. My apologies. As I attend to my duties, perhaps would like to come to. I am compelled to remind you that she is in no way associated with the complication. She simply chanced to meet up for Pylon. There's no guarantee that the matters that we discussed will remain in private. Like the Doris. I mean, honestly, these... You know, it got to me thinking... Since these guys can actually see the distinct colors of the soul... Since I'm the one who actually carried the crystal... I guess that would explain my appearance. Lives apart. Over here. That I can do it on their own. Interesting. This is going on for so long, and yet, why do we... This is going on for so long. Where is the trial? Like, where's the trial boss at? I haven't seen him, since, we fought the last one on the freaking moon. It's not like I have anything else to worry about, I suppose. Ah. Meteion. Meteion. is... I think she's a living being? Is Meteion a living being? Good question. But ultimately it falls to the miracle architect to pass the judgment. That's all I need to know. So part of me wonders as to... I feel like part of me wonders as if to... Part of me wonders as if to... I don't know, something. Part of me wonders as if, we did saw Heidel in the cutscene earlier, so there's a good chance that something might be weird happening. Not a parallel than that difference.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
Ah.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
Entelekis? Huh? What does...
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions.
Interesting. Hence, Heidel took control of Karail and give the protection to the flower.
In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Oh, interesting.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Akasha, though I'm not familiar with the term. Your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it.
Dynamis?
And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelechies.
That's me! That's me! An Entelechi!
Entelechi?
That
How?
you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter, on account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteion?
Meteion?
Our star, Atheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%.
68.3?
The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. It is not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river...
Surprising.
Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an Entelechi. Like me.
Much thin.
So,
No.
are we the same? Entelechies.
I wouldn't say that we are. Sure, I don't see why I couldn't be the one. Couldn't be one.
I think not. Your nature remains a mystery, but ere I reinforced you, you appeared to be little more than a common familiar, and a faded one at that.
The deficit of ether alone does not an Entelechi make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear, I'd forgotten about the poor fellow. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Lives apart. I'm not sure how far I'm willing to go. Oh, hey. Their greatest contribution. Hermes appears to be deep in thought. Not that I or anyone else would make abuse of even if we knew. But it irks me that to discover there's one entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that it was not on the Monk 14 specialist at Celestial. He would be welcome in addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. So I thought this wasn't the one who joined the convocation. But he is. But I don't know what the reasons are. Oh, you wish to know why Hermes was chosen convocation? I'll be glad to share the tale. It began when... Not another word. Let's forgotten, we learned about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not for your concern. Well, never mind me. Well, I was afraid that was not gonna work. I was afraid that was not gonna work. How silly of me to think I would be able to learn the secrets of the convocation. Why he didn't even join. But I have to wonder what he specializes in. That's another thing I could have asked, but... who could blame him? If anything at all else. Well... Birds of the Elpis. Hello. Struggle to manipulate wind. It's too good to clearly cannot fly. If you can fail at first. You don't know? But of course not. Transformation is an art of in which one manipulates vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows to assume any conceivable forms, thereby transcend the limits of one's flesh. Yet convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth, unseemly, as running about robless. Shameful. Am I to understand? And you make a habit of this? Nothing of the sort. It's just that when it transformed, I could wield the wind and fly. It seems excessive. What is the shame that next lies these creatures? Be it as it may. Yes, I believe I have a solution. And so, may I trouble move out that tuckers away from the fellows, somewhere out of sight? Meanwhile, I'd like the rest help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you, but I would but spare you if the need to report your colleagues that Hermes is committed in discretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. Interesting. With that spellcraft, he can suitably wield the wind magics and guide the creature along. Well, he is indeed capable as all of all you described. It is not his duty. I will have to trouble him with that. You made the circle incorporate at first, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick would be flaggy persistent. No, off you go, and good luck! Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. So looks like we're gonna ask him to say, I have a favor to ask. Which we will do that. Where could he be, I wonder? I have a favor to ask. Oh no you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what I got this up to. I will not be made to know. I refuse. Please, Emma Sulk. it. Sulk. Please, Emmet Sulk.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emmet Sulk. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emmet Sulk. Please.
Heard enough from me, but he needs to hear of a Minotron as well.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I thank you to remember this favor, and let it be the last.
I mean, I have done my part, so... That's not how I
will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, it just summons thin air.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emmet Sulk joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether.
But why didn't you?
But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emmet Sulk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand.
Hence, led him to be the greatest character.
Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend.
And that mutual friend is?
A singular soul who can't help but involve herself in the business of others. Where she walks, excitement is certain to follow.
She?
Her antics irritate Emmet Sulk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents.
Much of this.
And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him.
Hence, he is...
They are truly remarkable individuals. and I'm proud to call them friends. To
Yeah.
help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine. And together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.